Hi and welcome back to yet another Fairyloot unboxing. Today I'll be doing things a little bit different as I did my last Fairyloot unboxing, as I've only yet received the Romantasy book for March. I got all three of the subscriptions and they're all coming in. But I'll only be unboxing my Romantasy book right now. You won't really notice anything apart from me wearing different clothing, because the video will just continue when I get the next books in, so you won't really notice anything. But I'm trying to avoid getting spoilers, so I'm just going to unbox them right away when I get them in. I'm not going to wait for all three books to come in and then unbox them. Though I do have to say I already got spoiled. I think like an hour before my package came in, I already saw someone posting the book on TikTok. I only saw like the front cover and I scrolled away immediately. But sadly they didn't post any spoilers. So without further ado, let's get into unboxing. I'm really excited though to further see more, because I scrolled away really quickly. So the Romantasy book, Skyfire. I'm not going to read what's on the back of the cover yet, because then I'll know the book and what it's about. I first want to see the cover. Oh. Firebirds. Yeah, I saw this one already. It looks really pretty. The back is pretty as well. Oh, and I think the sprayed edges are really pretty as well. Though I'm always a little bit sad when the top part and the bottom part aren't like an actual print, just color. But it's cool that the edges are like the cover. I like that. Let's see. The reversible dust jacket. I do think I have already seen people speculate that this was going to be a Fairyloot book, because I do recognize this cover. I just didn't know it was called Firebird at the time. And here we have the naked hardcover. It's a simple design, but I think it's pretty. Oh wow. And then the end paper art. I love this one. I usually really love books about dragons, so I think that's a plus. Let's see what the book is about. Our featured book of the month is Firebird by Juliet Cross. A fierce Roman general, cursed with a dangerous secret, is captivated by a mysterious dancer whose fate is bound to his own. In a world ruled by dragons and war, their forbidden love ignites a dangerous path, where their survival hinges on a choice between loyalty and sacrifice. Premise sounds cool, nothing that special or captivating so far, but I usually tend to really enjoy books that are about dragons, so I'm thinking I'll probably keep this one. I am immediately unboxing them also mainly because if you want to sell them, you usually have a higher chance of actually selling your Fairyloot books if you do that right away, because I've listed two other Fairyloot books that I didn't really were interested that much. And I put them on Vinted like a month later, and these one didn't sell. But one of the books I put online right away did sell immediately. So that's also why I am filming the unboxing right away. But I don't think I will be selling this one, because I actually really like the design. I really love the redesigned cover. I think it's really pretty, because I wasn't the biggest fan of the original cover. So I'm really happy to see they did something really pretty. But you'll see me, I guess, in the future once I get my young adult and adult book. I'm back with the young adult and adult books. I think I did already mention that I got slightly spoiled for the Romantasy book, which I just unboxed. But I managed to get spoiled for, I think, the adult book as well. It was while I was scrolling through Vinted. Well, I usually cover like the homepage with my hand, so I won't see any new upcoming things from Vinted, because usually the Fairyloot books tend to go on Vinted really quickly. So I was covering up like the homepage and I typed in Ekatar because I was looking for like art prints that somebody just uploaded. And tell me why people think it's cool to like tag just like everything. Because I saw one of these two books, I'm not sure if it's the young adult or the adult, because they tagged like Fairyloot, of course, but they tagged like all the big book titles. So it has nothing to do with Ekatar, but just for exposure purpose, I guess, they tagged Ekatar. So now I have seen another spoiler for, I'm guessing it'll be the adult book. I did scroll away really quickly, so I only know which book it is and by which author, and I quickly got a glance like of the front cover, but nothing more. A little bit frustrating, but it's okay. I'm excited either way, though I do have to say I am a little bit annoyed that from the 3 books I get in a month, I get spoiled for 2 out of 3. So let's see. Purple edges. I think this isn't the one I have seen yet. Oh, or it is? Oh, this is the one I've seen, huh? But I think they showed a different cover. Gifted and Talented by Olivia Blake. This is the one I've seen, but then they might have just showed something different, I guess. I think they showed the naked hardcover. Let's see, it's the Powerful Legacy. This is the adult box, so that was the one I was spoiled for. Following the death of their father, 3 highly gifted siblings must confront their long-standing rivalries, dangerous abilities, and unfulfilled potential as they battle for control of his vast legacy. Okay, cool. So I actually haven't read any Olivia Blake books yet, but I am really excited to try out her work because I've heard great things. And I'm also pretty excited by the fact that I have seen like the normal paperback edition, and I do not like the cover of the normal paperback. So I'm really happy to see that I got a special edition of it because this is way cooler. The sprayed edges are also pretty cool, but like the top and bottom part are just plain. Let's see under the dust jacket. That looks nice. Sleek design. Yeah. Let's see. This is like their normal cover, but I think it was in like a blue kind of color. But I'm not sure what I saw on Vinted though, because I can't remember that it was looking like this. I thought it looked a little different, but I guess not. I do have to say I'm also not like the biggest fan of the dust jacket itself, but I think I dislike the normal cover even more. So it's something. And let's have a look at the end papers. The artwork is pretty, but I don't think like the design itself is really cool. Just plain people in fancy clothing. Oh, and the same goes for like the other end paper art. I think this one overall, in my opinion, seems a little bit mediocre, the design. It's not my favorite. But I'm still happy with it, I think, because I really disliked like the normal cover design. So it is better, but it's definitely not my favorite. But on to the next one. So this must be the young adult book for March. Ooh, it's black. Ooh, you get to see it first, I guess. Wow. Ooh, Where Shadows Meet by Patrice Caldwell. Ooh, oh, it has a little dagger sword thingy. I honestly love when books are mostly black and red themed. The backside is really pretty as well. I actually haven't heard of this book before, but let's have a look under the dust jacket. You have no idea what I've done for love, just as you have no idea what you may one day do. It sounds really cool. I usually also really love vampire books, and just by the little teeth, I'm guessing this will be a vampire book. But let's see. A sapphic vampire fantasy where a princess and her unexpected ally embark on a dangerous quest to rescue a captured friend, only to uncover a dark history of love, betrayal, and sacrifice. Okay, sounds interesting. I think story-wise, this might be my favorite. Let's have a look at the end paper art. Oh, it is really pretty, but it doesn't really match the rest of the book, I think. Like with the whole dark theme and stuff, this is really light. But overall, the art itself is really pretty. And the same goes, I think, a little bit with the other side of the end paper art. It's just so bright and so blue, while the rest of the book is mostly black and red. But it's fine, I guess, because the drawings are really pretty. Oh, I also haven't showed the reversible dust jacket yet. Where shadows meet. I think this is pretty as well, but I like the black one definitely more. So these are them all together. I think my favorite of all of them this month, I think I'm gonna have to go with Firebird, especially like design wise. I think this is the prettiest book. And I also saw that Waterstones were doing like an exclusive edition of this one as well, and that usually get my expectations a little bit higher. So, but still for the other two as well, like really story wise, I love a good vampire book, so I wouldn't want to part with this as well. And I think like redesign, this honestly isn't my favorite. Sprayed edges and the cover, not really my favorite, but it is by an author that I really want to read a story from still. So I think all of the books have something for me. So let me know if you're planning on reading of any of these, or if you have already. Do let me know if these are really good, because they might get a little bit more priority for my TBR. But for now, thank you for being here and watching until this point. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more of me. And don't forget to give a thumbs up if you've liked the video. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!